Have you ever thought about what HRs really look for when hiring a fresher engineer? It's not just coding skills or the number of projects, it's awareness. HRs love candidates who understand how technology connects to real business outcomes. They want engineers who can think beyond just building and also understand what happens after development, like safety checks, certification, and compliance before a product reaches customers. In this video, we'll uncover one of the simplest yet most powerful interview insights, product certification knowledge, and how this small awareness can instantly make you sound like a professional in your next interview. Let's begin with the basics. What exactly is product certification? HR professionals know that companies spend a lot of money ensuring their products meet legal and safety standards. So when a candidate mentions certification, it shows they understand what real engineering looks like in the industry. Product certification is an official and mandatory approval, proving that a product is safe, reliable, and compliant with national or international laws. Without it, a company can't legally sell or export the product. In simple words, it's like a passport that lets a product enter the market confidently and safely. Now, why does certification even exist? Because companies face real-world challenges after development. It's not enough that a circuit or code works. It must be safe, reliable, and approved for public use. Certifications exist to protect users, reduce company risk, and ensure legal compliance. For HRs, a fresher who understands this shows genuine curiosity about how engineering impacts real business success. Think about it, every charger, helmet, or medical device goes through these steps before reaching customers. Awareness of that process means you think like someone who can fit in from day one. So, who ensures all these certifications are done? Agencies like ULC, BIS, FCC, and ISO are responsible for verifying whether a product meets all required standards. These marks are not just stickers, they are licenses to sell and operate legally. HRs instantly notice candidates who can mention even one or two of these standards correctly. It signals awareness of how companies move from design to delivery. Knowing who regulates your field, whether it's electronics, mechanical, or software, shows that you understand the full product journey. You might be wondering, does this really apply to my branch? The answer is yes, absolutely. Whether you're from mechanical, electrical, electronics, civil, chemical, or IT, every product or system must meet some kind of certification before it reaches users. HRs often say they remember candidates who can connect their field to real-world compliance or certification examples. Even a small mention of such understanding shows maturity, curiosity, and readiness to learn. That's the mindset every recruiter wants to see in a fresher engineer. So, how does this awareness connect to your job interview? Think from the HR's perspective, they want engineers who understand the business side of technology. When you mention certification, it tells them you get how real companies operate. You understand that product design doesn't end with working code. It ends with a product is safe, certified, and ready for users. That single point separates you from hundreds of others who only talk about coding or marks. It shows that you are ready for the real world, not just classroom projects. Have you ever wondered what HRs actually think when you mention product certification during an interview? Most of the time, they don't expect you to be an expert. They just want to see if you understand how engineering connects to business. When you bring up certification, it quietly tells them that you know about real-world constraints like safety, standards, and quality assurance. HRs immediately tag you as someone who can think long-term, beyond assignments or code. That small sign of maturity can make you more memorable than a technically stronger candidate who sounds unaware of how products reach the market. Let's talk about how to add this awareness to your resume without sounding fake. HRs appreciate honesty and relevance, so keep it simple. Under your technical skills or profile summary, add a one-line mention like this: basic understanding of product certification and compliance standards, UL, CE, BIS, ISO. It's short, clear, and shows initiative. You're not claiming mastery, you're showing awareness, and HRs love that. It tells them you've researched the industry and understand what matters to the company after the design phase is done. When it comes to your introduce yourself answer, one smart line can change the entire tone of your interview. For example, you could say, along with my technical learning, I make sure my designs follow safety and certification standards. That one line makes HRs lean forward. It shows you're thinking like a team player who cares about product quality and reputation. You instantly sound more professional, responsible, and market aware. And the best part, you don't need deep certification knowledge, just awareness and confidence in how you express it. So, what's the real-world benefit of this approach? HRs are not looking for people who know everything. They're looking for candidates who can connect the dots between technology, users, and compliance. Mentioning certification awareness doesn't guarantee a job, but it proves you understand responsibility and professionalism. It helps interviewers remember you as someone who can add value beyond technical work. In short, a small awareness can lead to a big impression, and that's the kind of impact every fresher needs. Let's recap the key message here. Every product, whether it's hardware, software, or a service, must go through mandatory certification before it can reach customers. Knowing this shows that you understand the real process behind commercial engineering. HR see this as a sign of an interview-ready candidate, someone who connects learning with real-world application. So the next time you prepare your introduction or resume, include a touch of this awareness. Remember, technical skills open the door, but business awareness keeps it open. But here's a word of caution. Don't mention product certification in your CV or during an interview unless you truly understand the basics. HRs may ask follow-up questions like which certification applies to our products, or can you name one relevant agency? If you can't answer, it may backfire. So before using it, take a few minutes to read about UL, BIS, or ISO and how they relate to your field. Awareness with honesty builds credibility, and that's what interviewers value the most. If you found this helpful, make sure to watch our other videos that dive deeper into interview preparation. Learn what project details you should always mention, how coding fits into interviews in 2025, and why top HRs value honesty more than perfection. These short videos will help you connect your technical learning with real career opportunities. Subscribe now, and let's continue building your interview confidence, one insight at a time.